Hey. How's it going, guys? How is it going? I'm updating my, what's it called? My After Night Truth farm on come to end. It's been a while. So I'm gonna start with that until we have few viewers in the chat before we talk about some more in depth about the changes. So yeah, let me just do some updates. I'm leaking my troops, boys. No fucks given. Oops. I will insert all of these values in an Excel later. For example, all of these x2 will be calculated, and then I already have the formula on the Excel and I have to just add them one by one to know exactly when to send and when to be able to land at, what's it called? To be able to land at 10 a.m. exactly. Siege. We have a few to update. How was your day, guys, by the way? Tomorrow I'm gonna be able to stream till late night because Friday is a day off in Switzerland. And so I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to be able to stream long hours. So I'm pretty excited about that. I haven't been able to work on my next upcoming video. So today is gonna be like a short video for the YouTube, which is gonna be a highlight of the session we're gonna talk about today. And yeah. Pretty happy about that, to be honest. Ram Siege. Oops. Something. No, it's good. Overnight sieges, exactly. I'm just updating my list. It's been a while that I haven't updated it. This one has been there for like 16, 17 days. And there's been at least 15 to 20 new villages, and some of them have been deleted. So I'm just updating this by the time we have enough viewers. So yeah, we'll talk about the what's it called? New server and the rest like in a second. I'm on my way to get 150k access on that server. I'm not gonna be able to get more, unfortunately. I wanted to try and get 180k, but I wasn't able to. I think 150k is still not bad. $150k is still not bad. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get this amount. I calculated everything earlier today. Let me show you. Where did I send the message? All right. So this was earlier today. Almost 51k axe, 6k TK, 3.5k almost rams. And in 65 days until the end of the server, I will have another 100k, so I will be over 150k. I will have about 35 to 36k TKs, and I will have about 13, 14k rams, which is not bad. And the feeding, I'm still working on crops on day... Wait, I think today is like day... Let me check. I think today... Yeah, today is day 78. And as you can see, I still have level 18s queued. And I already have almost half of the level 18s done. And this is all thanks to having a great setup, which is 12 villages, all maxed out, plus being able to loot consistently. This week, I'm not in the top 1 now, because I haven't been able to be super active, like as I used to be. But tomorrow, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I'm mostly free. No, tomorrow I'm not until the evening, but Friday, Saturday and Sunday I'm mostly free, so I'm probably gonna catch up. I'm usually looting about 50,000 per hour, 50k. So this is one of the reasons why I'm still able to get level 18 and maintain enough queues permanently in everything. Raid barracks, stable, great stable, workshop, everything is running 24/7, even though I'm also upgrading crops, which is insane, by the way. But this is how good I'm doing. And I'm also attacking Oasis, like this is one that I'm attacking now. And I think I'm attacking a second one also. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. I'm attacking this one and this one simultaneously. So yeah, I'm looting pretty nicely. I'm in also top 2 this week in attacks because of all the Oasis attacks that I've been doing. But I haven't been doing my late night attacks on inactives. I haven't been able to stay up late this week. And so yeah, I usually loot 500k to 1 million every night, every time. But now I've been missing out on this. So technically now it's Wednesday, I should have almost 1.5 million additional, so I should be around 4 million now, but I'm not. Very good setup, yeah. And I talked about this account before, but look, all my village are next to each other, feeding this capital. And I have top Oasis, except for 2 exceptions, 1 and 2. And lately I gave up this. And where's the second one? There's another one too. Oh, I gained it back, I guess. So lately I also stepped down on this because one guy has a city which is level 12 resources, and so I gave him top 2 spot instead of me because it's more efficient on him. But other than that, I'm always top 1 or top 2 in Oasis, so my setup is pretty insane. I have a lot of resources income plus looting, so yeah, I'm kind of doing whatever the fuck I want. I'm handling over minus 45k with ease, like with no issue. And later I will crash these units whenever I want, which are this. Like this is almost 31k, which are here, over 30k of crop, which will help me later when I need to manage this village. So I'm pretty good, to be honest. Plus these, whenever I'm like in need of crop, I also have these, and I'm starting to stack some treasures. I would say my setup is great, and it's not gonna be an issue. I will have to NPC few times, but I mean, it's fine. It's not really an issue. I think overall the crop deficit, not crop deficit, but the crop usage, it's gonna be around 300k plus I don't know exactly how much, but I would say more than 300k crop, which isn't the biggest army I've done ever. I've reached through 350k once, but yeah, it's still good given that it's been a while I haven't played off army, to be honest. I've been playing dev for some time. So yeah, anyway, let me keep on doing this now. I think this was minus 16.4. So this is, oops, this is x2, copy paste this. There we go. So this is 301. This one. So now we're here, minus 13.2. So let me explain to you what exactly I'm, how did I decide to choose these villages, although there's more on the map, but everything that is above 220 almost population, except for these two, because I've raided them before, is gonna be on this list, and I'm gonna be attacking after the night roost, and for so far it's 40 village. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on. Okay, we did this. Ram speed, data speed. Let's still do. Actually, this is gonna be kata speed. So kata. There we go. Let me do some quick math. So if I'm landing at 10 a.m., this is almost gonna be 16 hours, 15 hours and 40 minutes, which means I have to send this about at 7 p.m. I'm fine with sending at 7 p.m. I usually am home at that time, but I think anything before 7 p.m., I'm not always home. So I'm not on my setup, it's not comfortable to do it by phone. So yeah, that's why now I can swap to kata, because after this timer, it's a bit annoying for me to manage. Alright, 259, there we go. One, two, five. This is also gonna be kata, I assume, yep. Alright. I'm also gonna do the same thing for kata. Let me think. Technically, if I stop before 12 hours, it means that they will be back before I send them again the next day. And if I have more than 12 hours, it's a bit annoying, because then I won't be able to use the axes again. I will have to wait for the next day. Like one day yes, one day no. So I'm probably gonna keep an eye on the timer and try to have them less than 12 hours. But there will be like some villages that have to be more than 12 hours, to be honest, because they're super far. If possible, these villages I will not send siege, so I don't waste a lot of units on them and have to wait a lot for them to get back, I mean. Alright. We are currently 225, there we go. 1097. This is 1097, hey. 1000 population. Also kata. Alright, we're closing in on 12 hours. Then I have to swap into rams. But I want the rams to be over 10 hours if possible, so that everything is close to each other. Like before 12 p.m. so I can at least sleep 6 hours. I don't want to stay awake so long. That's the target at least. Lately, my sitters and duels have been a bit busy for the late night attacks, so I've been doing them all by myself, which is why I. There we go. That's the last one, I think. But let's see if next one will be Ram or Kata. So this was 437. So this 211. Yeah. I don't want this. I'm gonna send Kata. It's fine. So what's gonna happen? Oops. What's gonna happen with this village is the units that I send are gonna be away more than 24 hours. So basically, it's gonna be useless. So, but this is a low population village, so I'm not gonna send like more than 300 axes, which is fine. I don't really care. Let's not make a lot of these. This was 211, which is here. Alright, so this is like midnight in 10 minutes. That's fine. Okay. So this, I forgot the amount of population. We'll check in a second. This is Ram. Oops. And there we go. Population was, sorry, coordinates were this, and population was 230. Okay. There we go. So this was 230. I'm pretty sure there are stuff that I should be sending now, but I'm busy with doing this. This will also be around. To be honest, I will stop doing crops when my batteries are off. Like, I can't stay awake for longer. It's been like this for at least a month now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm exhausted. But I still have a bit of like power in me. I'm gonna do it for a few more days, maybe a week. But after that, I'm done. So if I'm done with crops level 18, good. If I'm not, so be it. Like, I need to be careful of my health, you know? So this, 347. Ram. There we go. 347. 347. There we go. Ram. Okay. What's the distance? Almost 44. 433. There we go. 49. Ram. Alright, we're closing in on 12 hours. Switch into axes will happen soon. I think some of the axes are gonna be annoying. Let's see, maybe I send them from a different village. So now we're here. So this village has 0 tournament square levels. My looting village is actually another village, which I showed you before, which is the this one with minus 31k crop. Yeah. So I probably can send paladins from there. We'll see. Still have some breathing room. Ram. There we go. This was here. So this 419. Let's see if it's still around. 12:15, we had 12:14, that's fine. It's at the same minute almost. And this is still RAM. Alright, I think now we move into axes. 419. 419, there we go. 227. This is gonna be axe most likely. Ay, 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 I don't like this. Ram. Alright, let me check second village. None of these is a good option. I'm not gonna send clubs. Yeah, no way. Alright, it's gonna also have to be rams, but I'm not a fan. 227. Maybe some of these I will be missing, meaning I won't be sending simply because it's too much. Too much. So 227 population now. 227. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Now we're here. 1439. Oh my god. Oops, I made a mistake. This is RAM. There we go. Right, 1439. Jesus, there's still a lot. 338. Still RAM. Oh. It's fine. At least I don't stay late. So 339 it was, something like this. Let me check the population. 338. Close enough. Alright, let me put some playlist other than this. I feel like listening to, first of all, opera. I feel like listening to some
Imagine being able to build any.
fuck ads. 3, 2, 1. Why can't I skip the ad? What? What? There we go. Can you hear the music? Just write a comment, please. Is the volume high enough, or should I increase it? Is it good? Increase a little bit, can't hear the music, okay. Is it... Wait. Is this better? Or do I still need to increase it? A little bit more, okay. So... There we go. I added 1 decibel. Let me know if it's more. Perfect. GG. Alright, so 338, we're almost done. This is 1206. Access is still a no for me. RAM again. So what's happening with all of these here is basically these units I'm not gonna be able to use twice, like not twice every day. These units are gonna be away for over 24 hours. So these units for these village, basically every time I'm sending, they're gonna be off. for 24 plus hours. As for all of the ones above, basically what's gonna happen is I can use them again. I think I already said it, but I'm just making sure everything is clear. Why I dislike this. But I guess I reached a point where I don't really care, to be honest, because I have a lot of unit now. But yeah. Alright, let's see if 9 hours, nope. Let's keep it at rams. Ram. We go. So this was 359. There we go. 560 population. Still rams. We're crossing the 14 hours mark. Jesus. $560. 183. To be honest, this one is too small. I'm not gonna do it. Let me remove it from this. So 560. Now 514. $10 hours, meaning, yep, I'm fine with this. X. $514. So this, I forgot the population. X. Oops, this. Right, we'll check the population in a second. So 514, so this was, okay. 185. Now, this one I'll also remove over here. So what's happening lately is because I've been looting over 500,000 to 1 million, sometimes even more per night, what they started doing is, like the enemy kingdoms, they started catapulting the granary and the warehouse of the inactives player. So now whenever I'm looting lately, most of them have only like 1000 storage capacity or 800 or whatever. Which is smart. They should have done it before, but they started doing it now. So props to them, good job adapting. 907. Four seven seven X. We're starting to get super far. So this was 477. Yeah, we're over 70. Maybe these we can do from the second village, like for example here. Do a universe and cut all the resource field of the good farms near them. This is what I usually do. Like for example, these, the ones that are far, like 70 plus, are usually near them. I will also do it soon. I've been doing it, but these are new and I haven't been active. So usually all of these I will also catapult. But to be honest, I'm looting them also like as much as possible. Look at the timers. Every 6 to 7 minutes. So I'm getting as much as they are getting from it during the day at least. Which is nothing. Nobody's getting anything from these. What about this one? Yeah, that's oh. That's actually not bad. Yeah, for example, this I'm taking the resources away from them. Yeah, I'm looting way better in these than them. I mean, I should never be able to get this, but I am because I send every 6-7 minutes. I mean, when I'm active. Usually, Sometimes it's not the case. Alright, let's keep going. So we were at 477. I think I opened the wrong one. Yeah, this one. 477 now here. 0 minus 42. 390. 1220, it's fine. Go. So now this is 390 here. 491. Still acceptable. I feel like the last 2 or 3 I either skip them or I have to do them from the second village. Let's see. I usually prefer not using the second village because I use every single paladin that I have. But yeah. Let's see. -1, -42, 56. Acceptable. $256. There we go. Closing in. Two. Alright. Actually, you know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna send it on ChatGPT and tell him if I want to land at 10 a.m., when should my sending time be? Maybe he can do it faster than me doing it manually on Excel. Wait, I'll check it on my second monitor after I'm done. I hope it works. It will save me a lot of time, to be honest. Like, I just have to explain it correctly, so he gives me what I want. And we'll have to double check if the sending time is correct also. 13 hours still. Fuck it, I'm gonna accept this. X. So we have at least like 6, and here 7. So we have 13 villages in which we have over 12 hours. This one we just did. 1163. I think this is now the last one. Oh, we just lost 2. 2 of them got deleted while we're speaking. Oh, this is 1164. Oh, never mind. I deleted them. Pretty sure you can do it faster in spreadsheet, but don't know about Excel. Spreadsheet. Maybe if I set up the formula, but I need to set up the formula on spreadsheet anyway. So it's kind of to some extent the same. 13 hours and 30 minutes. Second village. Yeah, let's do this. So I don't knock, I axe. This is the name of the village. Ramp speed. And this is the duration. Right. Let me try and put this on ChatGPT on my second monitor. See if it works. I'm not gonna send the X2 because I need to double the duration, or I will have to explain to him. Let me see if it works. Just a second. I'm actually gonna send him a voice because I don't want to type. Just a second, I'm gonna be muted. Alright, I sent him a voice. I sent him the coordinates. It's currently analyzing. So let's see what comes up. Alright, and now I need to prepare these. Holy shit, we already got an answer. Okay, let me copy paste that shit. Let me see if it's correct. Okay. So this is Senkata at 2320, meaning that the duration is about 1240. Kata. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah. I need to land at 10 a.m. So it needs to be sent. Okay, yeah, that's correct. 57. Let me check another one. This is also Kata. 40. Yep, perfect. Holy shit! GG! ChatGPT diff! ChatGPT diff, let's go! Okay, wait, now I'm adding the X2 parts. GG! There we go. And let me test them also. So let's take any of these. For example, this. Wait, which one is this? 6 and 9. It should be RAM Siege. So RAM is 6 hours. Times 2, this is 12 hours and 10 minutes, meaning I should send it around 9 something. 9:50, 9:49. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, it's perfect. I just need to adjust the by order so I don't mess it up. Nice. ChatGPT diff, boys. Saving my ass. All right. So first ones are 19. There we go. Let's do them here. Oh, actually, there's an 18 here. This one I might not be able to send every time. 1955 versus before. Let me put it like this. Alright, we're almost done, boys. 1955, so 2042. 2007. 2024. Alright, seems like 2049, 2042. ChatGPT OP, I told you, bro. I mean, don't ask him about Travian. Just give him different tasks. Otherwise, his brain will go boom, bro. 2049. Alright. 2049. By the way, I'm just putting them by order so I don't have to search for the correct ones after because it's gonna be confusing later. 2049. So 21, 21, 21, 24, 15, 14, 14, 21, 14, 25, 21. Seems like this is next on the list. And there was another one here. There we go. So 21, 15 now. There we go. Is there another? I don't know. We'll discover in a second. 15. 21, 15. 24. Oh, we have one here. There we go. 15. 45. 21, 29. 21, 24. 37. 2149. 2136. 9. 45. Wait, 45 and 38. So here. Oh, these are close. This is gonna be annoying. A bit annoying, but no, it's fine actually. Whatever. 49, 21, 35, 08 here. 37, 33 before this one. 44. 44 is here. Alright. No more 21s. So 22. 01. 22, 19. So 19, 22, 03. Here. 2240. There we go. 27. Almost done. Jesus, that took some time. 3350. Whatever. Let's do them like this. We'll fix it manually as we go. This is here. Oh, this one. This is 04. There we go. 2319. 20. 14. Oh, this one is before. 25. And we're done. Alright. I think it's here. Yeah. Alright, not bad. Finally. So I have few ones in a bit. Let me prep them. Let me prep them here. So minus, let me do this. So Ram Siege 99, sorry, 999, 1. Put it on raid, then we switch to Siege. Oh, sorry, this is Kata actually. Which is, no, there's something wrong. Kata Siege 1944. Wait, this is wrong. I must have typed it in a wrong way. Let me do some quick math. So if I want to land at 10, minus 10 hours, it's midnight, minus 4 hours almost. So minus 14 hours-ish. Yeah, this one there's something wrong. Wait, 211. 211 Kata Siege. Yeah, I wrote it wrong anyway. I wrote it wrong, that's on me. Well, never mind, now it's fixed. What the fuck is going on? I'm confused. Now it's working, okay. Nothing. Alright, so now this. There we go. This is gonna be Ram Siege 999. Okay. Oh, I need to also add the RAM here, I forgot. And this one is this 65. So this one is gonna be RAM Siege 9991. Alright, perfect. There's something wrong with the order? No, but it here is wrong. 7772. Okay, never mind. Perfect. I'm gonna keep this tab open. Now we're here. Okay. Let's do TK tools. Let's see, buddy, how we do it. So TK tools. Go into admin, Discord. Let me read the chat. You said something before. In the TK tools, people need to go to my account. My account. Okay. And add the Discord ID. Then the bot will send the messages. Okay, let me first let it load this page. Should I wait or try a different page? What the fuck is going on? Wait, is anything else working? Yeah, it is. It seems the new champs video did better than the coaching one. Because it's something recent or because the content is something people want? I don't know. TK tool is bugged. Okay. Anyway, let's have a look here. Okay. Nice. Nice. Is it open still? Right, let me close it. Try again. TK tools. Alright, it seems it's bugged at the moment. Videos about new updates usually do pretty well. Yeah, I agree. And my next video is gonna be like a continuation, like how the new champs so far feel. Like so far I feel taking Caesar as an opener is pretty useless. It's a bait. Same thing for Incitatus. I think that's how we pronounce his name. Let me first Travian Kingdom new champs. There we go. So I honestly feel that this is a bait for starter. This is a bait for starter, but let me expand in a second why. It's not a bait if a full team is like feeding one of the guys to build a quick hammer, yes. But if I'm talking about solo gaming, like everyone for on his own or whatever, it's useless, it's a bait. You're not gonna be able to anyway be able to perma produce in the beginning, so it's pointless. So usually the best starter is Cleopatra for sure, the best one. Then the second best is Edith or Arleno, but Arleno is epic, so usually you're not gonna be able to utilize it. So Edith is fine as a secondary champ. The first one should always be Cleopatra because of the additional what's it called? Like the fact that you're getting more resources will help you to scale faster. It's as simple as that. And so Edith in a way is providing you resources because he's reducing the crop cost. I agree and disagree at the same time. It depends on a lot of factors. Are you talking about Caesar and Incitatus? If you are talking about this, I disagree on what I'm saying only if you're playing with a team and they're helping you to be able to perma produce with Caesar on. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it because you're not even gonna be able to, like, there's some scenario, for example, you want an extra 50 units or an extra 100 units quickly. Okay, fine. There's some scenarios like this, but being able to permanently utilize it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's pointless. Because you're not even gonna be able to perma produce barracks with barracks level 20 anyway. So what's the point of having this? Oh well, I can use the resource from upgrading barracks from level 14 to 20 instead of paying all of that cost, then I use Caesar, yes, in that scenario. But that's it. Like if you have barracks level 5, it's not worth it. Level 10, it's even not worth it. But higher level barracks, when they start costing like 100 resource, 100k resource or 80k resource, then in that case, I understand maybe it's not worth it for a week or whatever. But yeah, that's a pretty good scenario though. Yeah. But I mean, in terms of longevity, I would never recommend, like, let's say 90% of the scenarios, everyone should start Cleopatra, 90%. There are some scenarios where Caesar is usable for a week, 2 weeks, if team is helping you and they want you to crash as soon as possible. These are like 4 or 5 scenarios max in which I understand the usage of Caesar. Otherwise, like, that's it. Getting the first like quests. So where is it? Yeah, it's here. So maybe for quests, like, you can maybe argue that this is fine, or even this, I don't know, it depends on the tribe. But yeah, like it's very situational, I would say. You can't say that in general Caesar is good, because it's not. It's a bait to new players. New players should always rely on Cleopatra and never on Caesar, especially new players. Teams with coordination, with plans, with they know what they're doing, they can utilize it. So and the scenarios, as expected, like, they are countable. Like, you can count them on both hands. You know, there's not a lot of situations where Caesar is good. So that's the whole argument I have to say. So unless, for example, you're a big team, oh, there's 2 Trinators near you, you have players going as Teuton standing clubs, boost them, give them resources, let them get as quickly as possible these clubs, destroy the Nadar. In this scenario, understandable. Other than that, it's arguable. And yeah, so basically that's the my take so far on Caesar. I would never recommend it to beginners ever, and they shouldn't get baited by this increase in production. Just a second, I'm getting water. So, and just for the sake of having some numbers for our argument, it's not really argument, it's just like discussion. Let's say clubs. Here. All right. I want to check something, to be honest. I'm not sure about something. So, let's say stable level 0. Okay, so in 1 hour, I'm producing 37 at level 20. I want to check something. If I put 50 here. Alright, so this is basically Caesar when it's maxed. And then you add 27% with helmet, for example. This is this. Yeah, it works. So the math can work. So instead of doing the math, I'm gonna use it here. So early Caesar, I think it's we can get 20%, right? Or only 10%? Wait, there's an ad incoming. Let me dismiss. There we go. But so I think early Caesar is 20%, right? With 1 upgrade. I don't even know because I'm not using Caesar. So base is 20, then 30. With the upgrade. So let's say 30%, okay. At what training time is it cap plus? That you won't get faster training time? No, you will always keep on like for example. So let's take the standard speed. Standard speed on average, you will have 22% the whole circuit on average. Of course, on tier 1, tier 2, it's less than 22, and by the end, it's 27. Plus the 50, so it's 32. So on average, we did the math, it's 22. So let's say 22%. And let's say early game, you have like a barracks. I'm talking first week, level 8. You're producing 13, okay? And you're paying this. Let's do this. Oh, actually, in the beginning, you don't have 22%. Let's remove this for now. Let's remove this. Let's put it 10. 10 and level 8, so this is the actual cost per hour in the beginning. We're playing times 3, so let's use times 3. Let's do this. So barracks, level 8. Oh, wait. There we go, now it's fixed. Alright, so this is what you're paying per hour. Okay, we're not applying Caesar or anything yet. Nothing yet, just let's evolve gradually. Next step is alright, next step is going to a village. So you have a 4-6. Let's say you max it. Maybe you will have a bit more. Let's say 20%, if you're lucky more, and let's say 10%. Okay, let's say this, maybe less, maybe more. But let's say this is your res per hour. My guess is that cap is 0 second. No, I think it's something close to 30 seconds. No, actually 20 seconds. On X3 speed, actually. It's almost 20 seconds. So yeah, so this is your total res per one village. Caesar on Mayhem sir, please no. Please no. Plus vacation bonus, oh my yeah. Okay. So we haven't reached the cap of how much you're producing per one village in the early game. Let's now add, where is it? Oh, let's go back here. Okay, Teutonic, stable 0. We set barracks level 8. And now let's add, we had 10%, right? And now let's add the 30% from Caesar, which is gonna be now 40%. Let me put it here, just below it. So already we're gonna have to trade some wood. Already we're starting to have like NPC slash gold slash trading in the market. Things we have to deal with already. Just with one village at level 8. So this is plus Caesar 30%. Okay, so already we'll have an issue on level 8, bro. Level 8 barracks plus Caesar is already a small issue. You can NPC, sure, but personally I'm never gonna NPC that much right from the start, never. Alright, I just wanna see the maximum in the beginning is this. Holy shit, if you actually get barracks level 20, it's gonna be plus 40%, yeah. This is the cap. Yeah, hideouts would cover this for sure. Okay, now I'm seeing the max barracks level 20 plus Caesar. This is the max needed, not now. This is the max needed, which is about for 3 village and hideouts, or 4 village and you can do it permanently. Technically 3 village and trading iron is fine. Okay. Let's start adding this. Alright, so this is barracks plus GB plus Caesar. 10% helmet. So in terms of villages, let's see how many is this. There we go. Oh, sorry. I actually have the answer here. This divided by this. So if you don't want to NPC anything, it's 15 villages. Of course, you're gonna trade an NPC and hideout, so this is actually like around 10 to 11, I would say. Oops. 10 to 11 villages. Maybe even less, because you have so much iron actually. Let's make it favorable a bit to wood. So let's do like 25 and 10. Let's take this value. Let me see here. So 450. So this is 405. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I mean, you still kind of need. If you don't want an NPC, you still need like 10 to 11 villages, I would say. And this is. Wait, forget about this. Forget about this. Where is the Kilroyd? Jesus. Okay. And I think in the early game, no one is gonna get great barracks. I mean, maybe someone will, but I mean, it's very rare. Anyway, let me just do this as a calculation for now. The beginning is this as a maximum. We need this, which is about, as we said before, which is about. Let me get this. So 3 villages, 3.5. Yeah, you don't need 3 villages. Yeah, technically 3 villages and hideouts. Let's put it that way. Or 2 villages plus hideouts, but you're not gonna be able to grow. So 3 villages to do barracks plus Caesar. All right, let's add stable, I guess. I don't think stable is gonna be the high level early game, but anyway, let's put it like this. Decon S will rush GB. Of course he will, man. Holy shit. He has a lot of resources. So. Oh, by the way, we prepared the sieges and I missed them. I missed the first one, I just noticed. Alright, let's cancel the first one. Next one is in 4 minutes. Alright, let's try and remember. Oh god. We are here. No, it's fine, it's fine. So, let's add. So this is with stable level 20. Plus barracks and Caesars. Alright, now in terms of village required. Alright, we're closing in on 5 villages. You can potentially say this is 4 plus hideouts, potentially. Let's add rams. Control X. There we go. So our new total is this. Plus this. So this is, sorry, stable 20. Total. Rams. New total. So now it's gonna be this divided by 1 village. So we need now A2, I would say about 7 to 6 village with good hideouts. Okay, and now if we don't have Caesar 30%, what will it be actually? I just want to do this for a comparison. So barracks level 20 and only 10% from helmet. There we go. Let me do a comparison here. Oops. There we go. It's gonna be like a whole village difference-ish. And that's my whole point. Which is, since you need an extra village, just start with Cleopatra. Use that extra crop, maybe even NPC that crop for that extra village. It's gonna be a little bit more than 1 village. That's my whole point. Already it's gonna be this divided by that. There we go. Instead of 3.5, now it's 2.3. So absolutely a whole village difference because of Caesar. And the same is gonna be when we add stable and workshop. So this is my exact idea. Just start Cleopatra, use that additional crop, even NPC if needed, in order to be able to get that additional resource for the new village. And then you'll be able to use Caesar. This is my whole argument. To be able to rush this as quickly as possible, you need that 1 extra village. Like we can see 2.34 villages needed to produce the wood instead of 3.57. Just start Cleopatra, NPC, scale faster, whatever. But once you have 2 villages, you can use both. Exactly. Once you have 2 villages, you can use both. But you still need that 3rd village for Caesar. Cleopatra will help you. So hey, we are on the same side, but what I'm trying to do is never start Caesar. Never. It's pointless to start Caesar because either way, you're not gonna be able to get like barracks level 20 perma production unless you have 3 villages. So might as well start Cleopatra, rush as quickly as possible, and then get Caesar on the 2nd village or whatever. That's my whole argument. So never start Caesar, except as I said before, if you have a team, if you have a target of clearing Natar, if you have whatever. And even so, actually, I would even argue to start Cleopatra on the 1st village, because you have like, I would say you have a clean 15 plus hours on an X3 server usage of Cleopatra, at least, if not more. And that's additional resource, like you can't argue with basic math, you know? you're gonna have more crop, and as simple as that. No. Always start Cleopatra. Like, for example, I wanted to try how it feels to manage the resources using Caesar on the first 2-3 days. It felt good having more units and being able to attack and whatever, but it's useless because you won't be able to sustain it, and eventually even the crop deficit starts like eating up on you. So it's kind of useless to start Caesar ever. Always start Cleopatra. That's the whole idea of what I discovered. I mean, we all know this, but testing it and seeing the numbers and how it feels when you play it, and now doing the math to actually prove it. Now this is just the whole like idea of this discussion. So always like I recommend Cleopatra no matter what. You will always have at least like few hours of usage, maybe a whole day, maybe even more, and then you can switch and do whatever you want depending on the scenario. If you're getting boosted, if you're taking Nator, or just stay with Cleopatra for a while. Anyway, so that was point 1. Point 2. All right, we have a major issue. Where is it? If this guy is gonna be tier 2, because they said epic, and epic means tier 2. If this guy is gonna be tier 2, then the whole Travian Kingdom now equals just play Teutons. That's it. Because Teutons will usually Teutons outscale any other tribe in the early game, and they get more hero levels. They have access to Oasis attacks more than any other tribe. Roman are second, and Gauls suck versus Oasis usually, unless they have started spamming enough swords, which isn't very efficient in the beginning anyway. But regardless, we always know Teutons are strong in the early game. Mid game, Romans start scaling and kind of catching up, but they never catch up until the late game. And Gauls never catch up unless you're super good with looting and spamming villages using the like weak cost of settlers and everything. And they never catch up until the end in terms of off players. I'm not talking about def, I'm talking about off only. So we always knew this, but now what's happening is we're giving access for Teuton players to scale even faster and have more impact on Oasis, on robber hideout, on looting, on attacking active or inactive villages. They're so much faster than any other tribes. And why am I saying this? Is because if I'm playing Roman, I'm usually gonna scale with EIs, me personally. And with EIs, it means I need to spam cavalry. And if I have this unlocked at tier 2, it means clubs and Teutons now have a whole tier 1 advantage on me. Because I'm never gonna use Caesar as Roman. I mean, Empyrean, on it personally, I'm not saying it's bad, but personally, I wouldn't attack Oasis only with Empyrean. I would much rather attack with the EI because it's much faster, it's more efficient, and overall I can loot with them better. So I prefer spamming EIs. So my whole argument is, now I'm like, I have to wait a whole tier like until tier 2 so that I can start utilizing a champ that gives me increased production speed, whereas Teutons have been doing it since whole tier 1. So now the gap is even larger than before for Teutons. Now Teutons have a whole tier 1 advantage on other tribes, unless you want to spam Empyrean, which personally I don't like. And I can make the same argument for Gauls. I understand that spamming swords is OP and it's good, but in terms of looting, in terms of wait just a second, in terms of looting and in terms of attacking Oasis, again, Gauls have a different issue. One, they can't really attack Oasis with TTs because it sucks, and if you wanna spam Haid ones and be enough player, it's gonna take much more time to scale because of how expensive they are versus TTs. So as a Gauls, you have another issue, which is you can't really scale your hero as fast as Teutons and as fast as Romans, simply because you don't have access to Oasis attacks as much as Teutons and Romans have. So this is This is a general fact, nothing is new. But now it's also accentuated that Teutons are even more faster than Gauls. This is nothing new, but just the fact that Caesar is tier 1 versus this guy is tier 2 means Teuton spamming clubs will outscale any hero from other tribes. You will never catch up in terms of levels, which means off operation with Teutons, good luck defending them. Good luck having the same impact as Teutons. If you're a Roman or Gaul, it's never gonna happen. And if you're a deaf player, now you have a bigger issue, which is the hero gap between off player and deaf player, specifically Teuton player, is gonna be twice, if not even more, bigger. So usually you would have, I don't know, let's say before tier 1 ends, I'm giving a random number, you would have enough hero around level 40. I don't know, I'm just creating a random number, maybe it's more, maybe it's less. And at that time, a deaf player is around maybe 10 to 20, level 10 to level 20. Now the gap is much larger. Now the off player already has max strength and maxed attack bonus. Not to mention much more troops, much more everything. So as a deaf player, this is a completely different topic. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do versus these buffed Teutons? They're just scaling much faster than any other tribe. They're much scaling than the deaf issue is a different topic because we all know that these champs favor off players, except for a few like Cleopatra could scale with good defensive player and support players for sure. And but like this, and being able to scale, attack, whatever, how do you deal with this as a deaf player? And not only this, how can you keep up with the pace of Teutons? I've said the same idea 2-3 times, but I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, this needs to be dealt with. And if we want to maintain the same balance that Roman, like, we always knew that Romans are weaker than Teutons in the beginning, but if you want to keep it the same, in terms of balance, at least put this tier 1. At least put it tier 1. Because you're just saying, guys, go play Teutons. But by making Incitatus tier 2, you're just saying, oh, go play Teutons. That's it. Like, no matter how you look at it, because spamming Sword or Imperial, it's not gonna be as efficient as clubs. And for Roman spamming EIs, it's never gonna be better, like to spam Imperial rather than EI, and so on and so forth. Alright, let me read chat. But how fast is it once you get the tier 2? I'm with helmet and the faster horse training. I mean, by that time, if your village and as a kingdom you haven't been destroyed, you can have a chance of catching up. But I mean, I'm talking about good players utilizing all of this early Teuton advantage, and basically any attempt of defending versus these, I don't know, early level 40, early level 50 Teutons hero, any attempt of defending a village is gonna be like a loss. And not a simple loss as usual, but an accentuated loss, because the hero is higher level, and the attack bonus is higher, and the total strength is higher. So by that time, when you start to catch up, maybe you're already done as a kingdom. Maybe you're already, like, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, might as well just play Teutons and get this advantage and abuse it. You know what I mean? Why play Roman and Gauls if you can just play clubs, like Teuton clubs, and get as ahead as possible as an off player? And don't give a chance to the defender on the other kingdom to scale. Like, just attack them as soon as possible. You don't care if you crash, because even if you crash, the losses that you get versus the losses that the defenders get are way different. Like, you lose 10,000 resources, they lose like 50,000 resources. It's like the gap is huge now. So I don't know. To me, it's so obvious that there's something that needs to be changed, because like Otherwise, every server is gonna be like 92 tons per kingdom, you know? What the fuck do you do? Next message. It's rock, paper, scissors. Teutons counter Def. Def counters EI, and EI counters Teuton. Too bad. Kinda just turns the rock into an iron ball. Yeah, because of dodging. Yeah, that's another topic. Exactly. Let's open this topic. Alright, so let's say as a kingdom, as a player, you're like, I'm just gonna have to be patient and find when this guy is sleeping or is inactive. And then I'm gonna try to cheese him and kill his clubs and catch him off guard. Well, never mind. Good luck. Well, at least in the beginning, it's not 100%. And it's not until tier 3 that it's maxed, I think. Let me check. Which one is it? Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's not until tier 3 that it's maxed, but like being able to still dodge most of it plus boots of chicken. Like, how much is boots of chicken early on? So 23% and 250. And how much can you get in the early levels? You can get 50% and plus another 20%. I mean, you can kind of hide like 3/4 of them, which is, I don't know. Like the only counter, or even if bulls were attacking Ori I, like what the fuck do you do? like like do something to give, first of all, do something to give other off tribes a chance to scale as fast as Teutons. That's one. And then give a chance for deaf players to actually play the game. Otherwise, you're just saying, don't play as deaf, just everyone go off and try to destroy your enemy before they destroy you. Like, you know, like I'm being punished if I decide to play deaf without even starting the server. Just if I decide to play as a deaf player, I'm being punished. How do you scale? Anyway, like I did suggestion with my, like with the toys I was discussing before. What would be like ideas of how to balance it out? First of all, for other off tribes, we did like propose the idea of making Incitatus Tier 1 if they're not gonna do anything about Caesar in terms of the changes. At least make Incitatus Tier 1 so that also Romans can be like, so people are at least encouraged to play Romans and Gauls. Otherwise everyone is gonna play Teutons. That's one. Two, maybe give deaf players, not deaf players, but whenever you're defending in the early game, maybe give a buff. And this buff, like for example, 30% defensive buff. I don't know the exact percentage, but give them a buff. And this buff is like loses value over time. And if we can't keep the same value on the whole server, because in the end, defensive players should catch up and outscale the off players. So if we also leave that buff, then good luck breaching any wall. So this is why, like, give a buff, let's say 30%, 40%, and as the server progresses, you decrease this buff to 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, whatever. So give a chance to the deaf players to actually play the game. Otherwise, any trade you do is a loss. Any like attempt to defending versus a heavy Teuton tribes, it's a loss, it's pointless. Like, there's no need to even bother trying. Yeah, you can crush some of the armies, but eventually you will get outscaled in terms of production, in terms of just repetitive crashes. You can't outscale Teutons and the levels they have as elite. So that's my main issue with this change so far and how it felt after the first week. Like, I'm already looking at the levels, and I'm like, some now this is not accurate because some of them are buying scrolls, but like most of them are Teutons, like Teutons. Of course, there's gonna be someone who's not Teuton, but he's probably buying He's probably buying scroll. His name is M City. Let me see if I find his name randomly. Unfortunately, now we weren't able to find his name, but I'm pretty sure that he could be getting some scrolls to help with the levels. It's old crow, yeah. But anyway, like my point still stands. Most of the highest level are Teutons, and this is how it should be. But look at the gap, like all of these are Teuton. Like this is level 33. Okay, let me go down a bit. For some reason, I can't click this. Actually, let me go to defensive players. Whiskey Colada. I mean, he has a lot of death points. Let me take the second one. So big. Let me check his level. 13! Alright, so this is the top 2 defender on the server. Maybe he's also buying scroll. He's level 13! Look at this guy! 20 level difference! Like, how the fuck are you supposed to deal with this? He already has maxed attack bonus. Like, 20% already bonus. And half of the, not half, but like a big portion of this total strength. Or vice versa. Max of the total strength and some point in attack bonus. Like, how the fuck do you deal with this? It's insane. 20 levels difference. 20. Like, what the fuck do you do? Oh god, I'm getting emotional and passionate here. So the way that I see things with regards to the tier 2 epic champions, they should actually be easier to target and get coins for and get higher level as a starting point, since you can save adventurers until tier 2 and spam them. They also wait, let me reread this because I'm not sure I understood. They should actually be easier to target and get coins for and get higher. Okay, I understand. I mean, but what's gonna happen is still that Teutons will still have actually a gap. It won't exactly balance. Like, let's say, I'm just for the sake of explaining things, it's not an actual number, but let's say Teutons are stronger than Romans in the early game by 60%. Okay? Now with the changes, it feels like it's way beyond 100%, like definitely. Let's say we put Incitatus Tier 2, it's not gonna go back to 60% the way it should be. Simply because of the cost of like cavalry units to spam is already like more expensive than infantry. So they're still gonna have a little bit more edge. Like it's gonna be maybe 70, 80%. You know what I mean? Even if you put Incitatus Tier 2, it's still not gonna exactly balance things as they were before. You're still gonna give an edge for Teutons who are using Caesar, simply because they can start spamming and utilizing Caesar way before people spamming cavalry, because simply by the fact that it's more expensive and you need more villages and like setup to be ready to utilize Incitatus, if you know what I mean. So even this is not really a help. So I don't know what they should do. I honestly don't know, but this feels so annoying as a dev player. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just doomed from the start. Might as well just play off as from now on. Anyway, I don't want to talk about anything else because this is the main issue I have. Start Cleopatra, utilize Caesar, go play Teutons, have fun while it's broken. Otherwise, you never know when they revert the changes or do something to counterbalance this. Um, get Edith maybe third champion or second champion, depends on your setup. This is not bad when you're playing in a setup like this. Like for example, we are yellow and green versus all of these. So in this case, maybe it's usable because I'm not gonna stay awake 24 hours. Then maybe you can use this champ. But if it was like a slower paced server and everyone is far away from each other, then I wouldn't really recommend this champ. But in this scenario, it's very nice because you can sleep peacefully without having to worry of your troops being gone every few seconds. And at the same time, I hate this because if we are supposed to destroy Teutons abusing Caesar, no, we can't. Like, I don't understand. Just play Teutons, guys. This is the summary of this video. Go play Teutons, spam clubs, and go like destroy any deaf player. Give them chaos. Give them like, I don't know. Give them a hard time. I'm not gonna say anything toxic other than this. All right. Enough of the enough of the champs update. I'm done. My blood is boiling. I'm done. I vented out on stream. Oh, okay. Discord ID. Oh. Wait. No, that's not it. Wait, let me copy this shit. Oh, I have streamer mode enabled. Okay, let me remove this because I can't copy my ID. Just a second. I should be able to do it now. There we go. Save. Alright, let's do an attempt. Offensive plan. 29, yeah. Landing is on 1. Right. LT. Okay, let me put anyone else, it doesn't matter. So we're trying something, by the way, which is to see if Discord is gonna send me a message now that I announced and I have to put published this plan. Because I've linked it to my Discord, I wanna see if it works. Let's see, do we get a message? Oh, successfully. Oh, they said failure to contact. The fuck? Wait, I'm confused. They said successfully contacted and then fail. Okay, successfully to contact no one. Alright, it's still not working. Alexo, if you're here, I don't know what to do. What do you recommend I should do? What should I do, buddy? And we missed all of the sendings. Oh my god. Fuck you, hey. No, I'm kidding. We missed. Oh my god, how many did we miss? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. That's fine. Oh god, guys, don't be like him. He loves he loves rage baiting me. He loves making me fume. This is like his purpose in life. Anyway. It feels good. I vented a bit. I was fuming silently for the past week. Like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm living a great life. I'm sure you are. Seeing me being... Oh, okay. These guys are doing it correctly. They're catching some clubs. Let's go. Let's see. Anyone catching clubs, please make me happy. Please make me happy. Nope. Oh, fuck. No clubs. Come on. Clubs. Nope. Let's go! Another one. Fuck those clubs. Let's go! More clubs. Hey, feels good, man. Oh, shit! Damn! Feels good, feels good. Fuck you! Yeah, get him. Fuck you, club abuser. Oh, God. Feels good, feels good. Alright, alright. Until Alexa is back, I'm not gonna try working on the TK tools. I don't know how to fix it. Maybe there's something that I did wrong. Let me just reopen and see if there was something that I didn't trade. Like another thing to add on Discord. Never mind, it's bugged again. Never mind. Alright. So 2024. This is a 359 village. Last time I've attacked it was on the 28th, so 2 days ago, and I wasn't getting anything. Oh, even when I landed perfectly, I was getting nothing. So on the 21st, I was getting stuff, and then they destroyed probably not barracks, a warehouse and granary. This is why I stopped getting anything. So I'm not gonna send a lot of units. Maybe 200 is fine. 150 rams. And then we wait. Right, I'm gonna send a few of these, and actually no, only this because it's 18 minutes. I'm not gonna wait 18 minutes. Let's send this and do something else. I have a operation to update on TK, but I'm not gonna do it on stream. You never know if the opponents are on stream. So yeah, I'm gonna do it after stream. What shall we do? What shall we do? I feel like playing Ghost of Tsushima. I've been in love in this game. Otherwise, League or... Let me check who's playing League. Who's playing League? Let me check. Oh, thank God, it feels good. Crashing out. Fuck that patch. I mean, it's fun if everyone is playing Teutons. But I feel so bad for dev players. Fuck it. Whenever they release this feature, like this server, not the server, I mean the champs on an actual server, I'm gonna make a team full of Teutons. If nothing changes in terms of Caesar and whatever, I'll be stupid if I ever play Romans or Gauls ever again. They have to do something. They have to do something, man. I swear to God, I'm leaving the game if they don't. I said it on stream. I'm done if they don't. Agreed? There we go, there we go. Oh my God, I'm so pissed. Alright, enough of that, enough of that. The boys are online, but they're not playing together. Oh, it's only 2 of them. No, I'm not gonna play now. Let's play Ghost of Tsushima. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for always being great. And fuck you for rage baiting me. Peace. Salut!
Wow.